Vogt.
No.
There it is.
All
There we
right.
are.
Good morning, everyone. Facebook Live was on hold there for a
Oh,
second. Had
goodness.
to wait. That was for like what? What do they call it?
Dramatic effect.
Yes. Did it work? I wonder. No, probably
Here
not.
we are.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Lisa, Dylan, Scott here on a Tuesday morning. It's now October 3rd.
Yeah.
We're going to get to big changes in our forecast in just a minute. But of course, I want to remind you, we're live every weekday morning on Facebook. We love it when you join us and say good morning. It stays on your feed throughout the whole day, so you can watch it whenever you want. We make it into a podcast. You can go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute. You can listen, you might not see the head bob unless you watch live. It's like Dylan the bobblehead. You can also find us on Inform, our Inform YouTube channel, and live on air, of course, every weekday morning from 5 to 7 a.m.
That's right.
All right. The bobblehead, how are you feeling? Is that?
I don't know.
Feeling
I was
loose?
just going with the groove. You kind of had like a little bop there. I was kind of just going with it. It's a Tuesday.
Get into a rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, sure.
All right, what kind of weather are we looking at? It's kind of a busy day in the weather department.
Yeah, a couple of thunder showers this morning, mainly west of the valley. Devil's Lake saw a good thunderstorm this morning. Nothing severe, didn't see any hail. At least we haven't had any reports of hail. So just thinking some good morning rumbles, which is always, I'm okay with that. I like morning. I like some good non-severe thunderstorms. But going throughout the day, mostly cloudy, couple showers passing on through, and then a chance of severe weather later on tonight. So
Okay.
watch out for that. It's October 3rd. It's pretty rare to see like big severe weather this late in the year. So a severe storm, 60-mile-per-hour winds, a quarter-sized hail. If there's one, a couple at most. Really not thinking it's going to be a big severe weather day at all. Nothing close to that. This with the cold front, and it's going to get chilly. Remember, it was 90 yesterday. It was 96 on Sunday.
Oof,
and
yeah.
today we're forecasting 77, but tomorrow 61.
We're going down quick.
Oh yeah, we're going way down really quick. By the end of the week, temperatures in the upper 50s for highs. So chilly by the weekend. And throughout the weekend, we have lows below 40, which is something we haven't seen since May.
Wow.
I know,
A nice
it's
long
crazy.
stretch.
It has been a nice long stretch. It's almost like I was talking on First News this morning. It's almost the exact opposite of what we had last spring, where we could not hit 40
Yeah.
degrees. And now we can't get below 40 degrees. Isn't it funny how
We
weather
were begging
works?
for 40, and now we're
Yes.
dreading it.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Alrighty.
Oh, windy. I should say that. It's been windy today.
Okay.
South, gusting up to 40 miles per hour.
Oh, yeah.
So that's another important thing.
That's windy.
The showers kind of take the story, but it's going to be windy.
Okay.
And there was some fog this morning, too.
Yeah.
Is that starting to improve?
Yep, so the weather, it's a mess. We have a
Yeah.
stationary boundary that's splitting it in two. It's either going to be really windy out of the south, or you're just going to be cool and kind of foggy and misty all day. That happened yesterday, where temperatures were either in the upper 60s or the low 90s.
Yeah, wow.
Just across our viewing area. That's just stationary boundary sitting there, staying put. And this morning, if it's kind of a cloudy, gloomy, kind of a misty atmosphere, you're probably not going to get too warm today. But most of us will warm up to the middle to upper 70s with
Okay.
a strong south wind.
All right.
So hang on to those caps. Golfing will be fun.
Well, go find the balls.
Yes.
They blow away in the wind.
They will.
All right, thank you, Dylan. Well, new this morning, we're tracking major news across multiple city governments for you, from budget approvals to city positions being filled. Let's start in West Fargo. The City Commission approved its 2024 budget. The number for the budget is set at around $37 million for the general fund, but it comes with reduced spending thanks to a lowered mill levy. That means over $86,000 was shaved off the city's preliminary budget. The reduced spending will help the city use less from its reserves. They'll save that money, they say, from cutting things that they're spending money on technology-wise, in contract services, and administrative agreements.
All right, the city of West Fargo also approved last night a new chief of police. He'll step into his role by the end of the week here. That's going to be Pete Nielsen is going to take over as the new chief of police in West Fargo. He started working with the department back in 1999, so been there a long time. He worked as the assistant police chief for almost 2 years. He is a West Fargo native and will start his post on Friday at midnight.
The city of Fargo also approved its proposed budget for the next year. The city commission passed the budget with a 4-1 vote. It's set to spend $120 million in 2024. That's more than 7% increase over 2023. It does come with an increase in property taxes, about $145 a year for someone who owns a home of $275,000. The city has spent more in each of the last 2 years than it has taken in through revenue. The increase in the 2024 budget will still not be enough to cover those shortfalls. This final budget will still need to be submitted to Cass County by Saturday.
And included in that budget is funding for the Downtown Engagement Center in Fargo. $1.3 million will go towards keeping that center open. That is down from the original $2.7 it received when it opened. City leaders say homelessness is a growing problem in our community, with about 1,000 people without a place to stay every day. Plans to move that center out of downtown Fargo have been discussed, but no action has been taken on those discussions.
New this morning, pedal pubs are officially a go. That is the goal, and it's a go. The Grand Forks City Council has been working on this for quite some time. They approved a new ordinance to allow the service. That happened at last night's meeting. The city's now going to start the licensing process so they can vet any potential pedal pub partners. But we could see it in downtown Grand Forks as early as next spring. Next up, East Grand Forks. They're also going to be talking about this ordinance today. If approved, it could go into effect in East Grand Forks later this month.
All right, also in Grand Forks, police there are asking for your help finding the person or people responsible for slashing the tires of about 50 cars. Police say those cars were in the area of Valley Middle School. In total, close to 100 tires were slashed. If you do some quick math, that adds up pretty quick, a lot of damage. They do have a person of interest, but no arrests have been made yet. Police are telling everyone in that neighborhood to check their cameras, focusing on a time frame from about 11:30 Sunday night until 12:30 on Monday morning.
Right now, the North Dakota GOP is searching for a replacement to fill the seat of late Senator Doug Larsen. He died in a plane crash over the weekend, along with his wife and 2 of their children. Super sad story. It's now going to be up to the District 34's Republican Party to decide who will fill Larsen's vacant seat in Bismarck. The committee now has 21 days after being notified. The seat will be open for next year's general election. The plane crash itself is still under investigation. What we do know at this point is that Larsen and his family were in Arizona, in Scottsdale. They had gone to Utah to refuel, and that the plane crashed shortly after that. So we'll continue tracking that for you.
All right, big national headline right now. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy will face a vote to remove him from his leadership role. Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz has offered a motion to remove him from the speakership. He's making claims that McCarthy isn't being consistent or truthful about negotiations on certain issues, particularly the ongoing budget negotiations. He says he has enough Republican support to force McCarthy out of his position. If so, McCarthy will need Democratic backing to save his speakership. And right now, House Democrats say they are waiting for Democratic leadership to take a stand on this matter. There hasn't been a high-profile showdown like this on Capitol Hill since 2015, when Mark Meadows filed a resolution to try to oust then House Speaker John Boehner. That matter never made it to the floor for a vote, but Boehner did resign just months later.
Hot Mic with Don Izzo coming up here 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. NDSU has changed up some personnel before its First Valley Road game. Kyle Emanuel will join the show and talk a little bit about what that means for the Bison. And Dylan, do you want to come back and talk Twins?
Yeah, plus the Twins. They have their opening playoff series with the Blue Jays at home this afternoon. Dom's going to be talking about how they stack up with Toronto. And
Not in Toronto, in Minneapolis.
I said that.
Oh, sorry.
Stack up against.
Oh.
The Blue Jays in Minneapolis.
I ran over here, I'm out of breath.
It's okay. It's a long run.
And
So
when I'm out of breath, my
what's
brain
your
doesn't
take?
think.
Are they going to break this losing streak?
18 games straight they've lost.
I'm debating going to the game. Both tomorrow's game and
Maybe
Thursday's
you're good
game.
luck. Maybe you'll bring good luck.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go or not. Tickets are very cheap. Twins fans, you're watching us, go to the game because Blue Jay fans take over Target Field. That's just a random thing. Like when there's
I have been there during a. You're right.
Yes, Blue
It
Jay
was
fans
actually-
take over
I-
Target Field. So like you if you're a Twins fan, you gotta fill up the stadium
Do
so
your
Blue
part.
Jay fans
Do
don't.
your part.
That's why I might be going tomorrow and possibly Thursday.
Do you
but
know who's taking the bump?
oh yeah, Pablo Lopez tonight,
Okay, wow.
and then Sonny Gray tomorrow.
Those are two good
We'll
pitchers.
see
so
if
I like
Royce
our
Lewis
chances.
is in. Byron Buxton's a possibility, maybe. Royce Lewis, Correa is going to be in. Yeah, the roster has to be in by 10 a.m. this morning.
okay.
So we'll know who is going to be on the roster, if Lewis will be in, Buxton will be in, all that
Oh,
stuff.
man.
And we'll see. It's going to be a good matchup. The Blue Jays also have a really good pitching staff. And
Yeah.
the Twins, for the first time, what seems like forever, have a good pitching staff.
Their hitting struggled this year. A little
So
bit,
do the Blue Jays,
so-
though. It's going to be a pretty well even matchup,
Yeah.
and we're not playing the Yankees.
And you know, in
Twins.
playoff baseball, it always comes down to those clutch hits. And
Yes.
solid pitching.
Solid
So,
pitching. That's the thing the Twins have not had in a long time, is solid pitching.
See what happens. But we're rooting for the Twins.
Yep.
Let's go Twins.
Let's go Twins.
Let's get
Do you
let's
have your
break
home
that
run
18.
hanky ready for?
Yeah, you get one if you go to the game. So if I go tomorrow, or if there's a game 3,
Bring it
hopefully there's a game 3 because the Twins won.
Yeah.
I do not want to like. If
Hopefully there's no game 3 so because they won 2 games in a row.
That's true.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's a pretty big curse over Minnesota right now. I have been alive for 23 years, and I have not seen any major Minnesota sports team in a championship game.
Well,
1991 is the last time the Twins won it all.
well, maybe they'll do it again this year. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyways.
We'll keep our positive hopes up and see what happens. But anyway, you can watch what Dom has to say about the Twins matchup with the Blue Jays today on Hot Mic from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com.
And right now is a great time to get your Inform.com subscription, 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check it out.
And join us the rest of the day for our newscast. Our next one's at 11 o'clock, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back for First News tomorrow morning from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.